Hi everyone, and better put my camera on. Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of the GERRY channel. This is a bit spontaneous, but we have the right Smarkbuster. Righty, how's it going?
Oh, it's good. I really have to shit though.
And we also have Spaz Phoenix in here. Bit of controversy between these two. There was a bit of controversy, so who would like to go first? I'll try and moderate this as best I can. So, who
I'll
would
tip
like to
my
go
hat.
first?
He can say whatever he likes.
I didn't understand what you just said.
Oh, can
I
you hear
said
me?
go ahead and say whatever you would like to say.
Oh, all right, cool. I done uploaded a video that featured the Spaz Phoenix channel on it. It was called Smarktober Episode 1, Spaz Phoenix. For those of you who don't know, Smarktober was supposed to be our new marquee bit where we highlight channels in the YWC that are what we perceive to be hacky and lame, and we laugh at them. And this episode was quite good. I thought it was a great debut for the series. Is somebody sitting out in the forest at night? What am I hearing?
Yeah,
I'm hearing like cicadas or something. What the fuck is going on?
it's not on my end. Is it your mic, Spaz?
My mic's on the camera. My mic's pretty shit, so not much I can do about it. We can go ahead with it, or we can stop.
Yeah.
Like,
I will just go ahead, sure,
We'll
whatever.
plow on through because that's what we do. Anyway, what was I going to say? I forgot where I left off. Right, so we upload the Smarktober, and with this video, which you can watch on multiple people have re-uploaded it, so just search for it. It's up on YouTube again. It was us critiquing the Spaz Phoenix channel. We watched a bunch of his videos and explained very critically why we felt his channel wasn't, succeeding, really. It wasn't a personal attack at all. In fact, our other Smarktober that we got up was actually very personal and quite mean-spirited. Yet that one didn't get flagged. Here's the problem, folks. The Spaz Phoenix Smarktober got flagged for bullying when absolutely no bullying took place. That one was honestly criticism the entire way through, whereas the other one we did was us, making fun of a trans person. That one didn't get flagged, which is weird. And I know somebody told me that Spaz Phoenix had admitted he flagged the other one, but now I've heard that he said he didn't flag it. It's all very weird, and I don't know what to think, quite frankly. Maybe Spaz Phoenix can clear up whether or not he flagged it.
well,
Wait,
A, I
Spaz?
didn't flag it. B, I had an accusation of joining the YouTube Heroes program, which is, I think, Jerry, you think the same thing. The YouTube Heroes thing is given all kinds of power to all kinds of the wrong people. So, I laughed when somebody accused me of being a YouTube hero because, as most people know here, I'm not even partnered on Google whatsoever. I'm not even monetized. So the idea that I was part of the YouTube Heroes, or whatever they're calling it, program was a bit laughable. And as far as the video, I didn't know the video because I don't interact with the Smarkbusters channel. I think you'll agree with that. Like, I know you guys exist. I know you guys have been in hangouts with Jerry and Wrestling Jesus and so forth, right? I found out about your video when somebody started, spamming my video comments, etc., and I seen it. I didn't hear about it again until Elena, who's the one you did the video on after me, said you guys did a video on her, and then she messaged me later on to say that they'd both been taken down. Now, as far as somebody going and flagging your channel and flagging whatever, like you pointed out in your video, I've only got 600 and something subs. The next person you did a video on was, let's be honest, a female YouTuber who are going to get a whole lot more attention than us, and with like 5,000 something subscribers. Who's got a bigger army behind them? It's definitely not going to be me. And I don't sit here on any kind of throne on YouTube. Like, I pointed at a video and it gets taken down. So I thought that was pretty whatever. People came back to me like, oh, you think it's hilarious that the video got taken down? It's like, well, I do find it hilarious. Yeah, somebody talks shit about you and it gets removed, you're going to think it's funny too. And if you don't agree with that, you're lying. Like,
Actually, no, it's never funny when people's videos get taken down unless they're Peter Gilmore videos. And I've seen a
So you're saying if I
screenshot.
sat here right now and talk shit about you and my channel got taken down, you wouldn't have a laugh?
No, I'd be very upset because we want to respond to
I think I personally, I have no way of proving it, but I think that's a lie.
I don't care what you think. I would have laughed at your video and responded to it, and everybody would have had a good time. Also, I've seen our dear friend
So you're
Gooby.
upset that I didn't do a video about you?
No, I didn't say that. I'm trying to talk, and you're interrupting me. And first of all, you said you never interacted with us, which is kind of not true because you used to spam your videos all over our Facebook, and then when I told you very politely to stop, you blocked me, which is interesting. And that's a story that's been repeated by a lot of people in the YWC. They don't appreciate your spamming, and then when they ask you to stop, you just block them, which is kind of interesting and pretty indicative.
Well, that's
of
not really true, seeing as
no, it is
I
true.
think
That
General
is
Jerry,
that
you can
is
back me up on this. You asked me not to share the videos on your channel. You said throw them over here instead, and have I blocked you?
What?
No, but here's the thing, though, and Spaz, like, I need to say this straight off the bat. There has been people that have spoken to me, all right, quite, like, and I'm not attacking you, Spaz, like I said, I want to keep things quite even here, but there has been people that have come up to me and said that they've asked you, hey, can you not spam on Facebook, right? And apparently what they've said is that you've outright banned them, like you've blocked them straight away. And
Yeah,
then,
I'm not the only person who's had this experience. It's literally dozens of people I know who just say you block them as soon as they tell you to stop. And they're not even like saying, fuck you, stop this shit. They just say, hey, dude, stop, please. And then you just block them, which is very, very weird. That's behavior indicative of a psychopath.
Spaz, have you done that?
I'm a psychopath because I make use of social media. That's why you'll notice I'm very specific with what I said. I didn't ask, and Jerry, I know you're not saying anything, so don't worry about that. But when I ask General Jerry about something, I don't ask him to speak for other people. I only ask him for his own experience, because I think that's a fair thing to do, right? Jerry says, hey, I'd rather not have this on my thing. Here's my General Jerry, like, what was it, like your web page or your YouTube had its own fan page or whatever. And you say, toss it over there. And I said, okay, man, sure. You come to me respectfully, I'm going to treat you the same way. If you come to me with zero respect, obviously, like, why am I going to keep talking to somebody like that?
What I said to you, I believe I said something to the effect of, hey, you've posted your videos here like every day. You really only needed to post one for me to determine whether or not I'm going to subscribe. So how about now you stop? That's what I said. Is that disrespectful? Because I got blocked after that immediately.
I don't know what you want me to say, man. Like, fucking.
I want you to.
First of all, I don't remember talking to you. Second of all, you're now trying to dictate what I do on my own personal social media page. So,
no,
like,
I'm not trying to
I don't come to you. I don't say to you like this, that, or the next. So,
but why are you telling? You're telling me that I'm dictating what you can and can't do. Like, I don't care who you block. It's douchey. I don't care if you do it or not. You know what I'm saying?
But how
See
you
what
sit
I'm
there
doing?
and say it's something that's a personal choice is douchey.
Yeah, it's a douchey choice. What if some guy makes the personal choice to take a piss on the side of a restaurant? That's a douchey thing. It's still his choice. Like, what do you want me to say?
That would also be illegal, and there are laws and such and so forth that dictate that is illegal.
Oh my
There's no
God. Yeah,
law such and so forth that I have to speak to everybody on YouTube that gives me a bad opinion, or on Facebook that gives me a negative opinion.
I didn't give you a negative opinion then. I had told you to stop spamming your. I didn't even say your videos stank or not, because honestly, I hadn't watched them.
Do you think?
Really we're getting off topic here because we got to get back to the flagging issue, because I believe it was the night of In the Rope Show's most recent debate. You were in the chat with one Gooby who sent me a screen cap of you admitting that you had flagged our video, albeit once, but still that goes against what you just said now about not flagging it. Would you care to respond to that?
Having one fuckload of a laugh after about 20 or so fake channels came to me accusing you of flagging you makes me a villain.
I have no idea what the relevance of what you just said is.
Yeah, if I come to yeah, sure, fuck whatever, I flag them. Believe whatever you want. Like, after hearing it from like I say 10 or 20 other people, and before you get on it, like, I know there's people that are gonna say, oh, I'm deleting the comments from my comment section because I could do without the bullshit all the same. And when all the comments that are coming to me making said accusations are channels with no content, one subscriber, etc., then that gets fishy too. I'm not saying that it's you. I'm saying maybe you or one of your viewers or whatever making a spamming channel. It's like, fuck it. Like, what am I supposed to do? 20 messages saying, oh, you did this, you flagged them down, you joined YouTube Heroes, and it's like, fuck, whatever, sure, why not? Believe whatever you want.
But that's not what the message that Gooby sent me said, though. You said that, yes, I had flagged it, albeit once. Do you think my one flag was enough to get the video removed? And first of all, the answer to that is yes, one's really all it takes, especially when we're talking about small-time channels like mine. And you're contradicting what you said in the message to Gooby, because now you're saying you said that sarcastically, and that's not how the message reads at all. And anybody who saw it, you know, with reading level above the third
sarcasm can totally be detected in text, right?
What? Yeah, it can, if you're a competent writer, anyway.
Sure.
See, this is why nobody likes this guy, because he's a fucking smug, self-righteous, arrogant douchebag with no charisma, and he's
it's
fucking...
just the fact that, honestly, you can believe whatever you want. It doesn't change my day.
Well, obviously you can't, and obviously it does change your day, because you've spent the last, like, fucking days since this video blocking everybody and deleting comments.
Do I get rid of negative bullshit that I don't want on my channel? Again, that's at my personal discretion, so I don't see how you're playing that off as a bad thing.
And then why'd you go on Twitter and write shit about, oh, some people, they love the free speech until they say something that offends them? Meanwhile, you're the guy flagging videos and deleting comments. Hello?
It's true. And if you think that was about you, like, if you think all I'm talking about the entire day is you, then that would indicate that you are the
putting words in my mouth. I didn't say your tweet was about me. I said it's hypocritical for you to tweet shit about that and then go on and flag people and delete comments. I never said your tweet was about me. You're just making shit up.
Prove that I flagged you.
I literally just talked about you admitting it. I just said that 2 minutes ago.
And you literally just heard me say it was in sarcasm.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about what you have to say. It was not in sarcasm. You're bullshitting.
If you don't give a shit about what I have to say, then why is it your only topic of conversation at the moment?
Because that's what this hangout's about, you fucking man-titted fatso.
That's all you got. That's fucking.
That's weird. Actually not all I got, because I've been in here for quite a long time before bringing up your shall we say unhealthy girth.
All right. I want to say this, Spaz, right? Because I was under the assumption, because when I was writing to you on Facebook, you said to me that you didn't flag it, and now in words you said that you flagged it once.
In sarcasm, after several accusations, yes, I said it.
It wasn't in sarcasm, and that wasn't after several accusations, because that was about 10 minutes after it had happened.
Sure, it was.
Did you?
Yeah, it was.
Spaz, because I want to get all the information out here. Did you flag that video?
Nope.
Okay.
Are you gonna believe this guy? This guy who's been on YouTube for 6 years and can't get 100 views on a video? It's,
to me, Spaz, and like, because you know me, I'm honest, right? And I'm like, and I know Riley's gonna be pissed off at me because I'm wearing a Ziggler t-shirt because I did this spontaneous. But
Gary, you're no wrong. I love you.
but what you have to say is this: is that I have to say this, Spaz, is that you said in the chat that you flagged it, right? You said it was sarcastic, but it can be transferred to saying, oh yeah, you did flag it, and it happened 5 minutes after the video. So in the context of that, many can presume that you flagged it. Like, if you admit it, right? As far as I'm aware, Righty, did you get a strike for it?
We certainly did.
Okay. Now, oh, you did get a strike.
Yes, we did. But they changed the strike penalties. They used to last 6 months, and then you couldn't upload long videos and make money. This new strike only lasts 3 months, and you can still make money and upload long videos.
Oh, right, okay. So you can't monetize it, or you can?
We can still monetize, which is really all I care about.
Right, okay. So would you say it's not as, well, I mean, it is bad, like, you know, and I'm not accusing you, Spaz, but like, if it was a flag, it's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as what it could have been. Spaz, and I need to say this, Spaz, if you admit that you flagged it, right, and I think maybe we could all move past this, if you just admit it flagged, if you could, or do you still stand by that you didn't flag it?
I stand by it. I'm not like he's gonna believe what he's gonna believe. That's cool. I'm not telling him what to believe, telling him what to think. I'm sitting here. I'm saying I didn't do it, and whoever fan bases on both sides, I'll give him all the credit in the world. He's got a bigger fan base than I do. Jerry, you've got a bigger fan base than I do. Every set of people, including you, including him, you're going to believe whatever you want. You're entitled to that. I don't even give a shit. But if you asking me, no, I didn't. So
nobody says they flagged videos and then doesn't, and it doesn't support you in terms of character evidence when you block everybody on Facebook for telling you not to spam videos. You're clearly a sensitive cat. Would you agree with that?
no, I'm
You're not
maintaining
sensitive?
positivity on my channel, and I'm not going to friggin' let people spam bullshit in my comment section. That's what that indicates.
You might want to check your Twitter then, because you were getting attacked pretty hard last night.
Yeah, by, again, fake accounts.
But you don't think
Which calls
Titty
that
Mongrel and
YouTube.
Spazfan 41621 are real?
Okay.
I think Titty Mongrel and Spazfan 41621 are genuine, real people. They were tweeting wonderful things to you, by the way. Very loving things. You have a very weird fan base, by the way. This one guy wanted to do 69 with you, and he wanted you to eat out of his butt.
Oh, you mean the faceless channels that have shown up just this week?
Yeah,
With
Titty
both
Mongrel, or Mongrel Titty, depending on which one of his Twitter names you look at. I don't really know how to use Twitter. And Spazfan 41621. They were dedicated fans to yours. Spazfan 41621 wants to write a letter and mail it to your asshole. Hashtag tweet along with Spaz. By the way, tweet along with Spaz. I thought that shit was going to trend last night. You're really making waves with your hashtags.
Could you say, Spaz, okay? Could you say, because say when this situation came out, I personally thought that you were going to make a video and just say, hey, it's just a joke and shit like that. Because from my experience, right, and Righty and Spaz, you probably know this, Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle did a video into that kind of format, right? And they were joking around about me, about the New Day thing, right? And what I did was I did a reaction laughing at it and just joking around with it. And then after that, then Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle actually messaged me on Facebook, and they said, oh, dude, you're a great sport for fucking laughing at that. We were a bit worried in case, like, people were, usually, like, people go mad and shit like that. Do you feel, Spaz, that you could have handled the situation better? Do you think that you could have said, hey, it was a joke, it was a good take maybe a few things that Reddy was saying on board, and then maybe just say, you know what, it's a joke or whatever, and then just left it at that?
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about like how I reacted. I took the negative shit out of my comment section and got on with my day. Am I going to do a video like in response to them and shouting them out and whatever? No, I got better shit to do.
Shooting the moot. But then you could not flag the video. That'd also be nice if you didn't do that.
That happened, sure.
I mean, you said it happened, so I mean, there's no way of getting past that. You said it happened.
Well, I'm sorry that you didn't get past grade school and you don't know the definition of sarcasm, but that's not really my.
I wish Gooby was watching this so he can resend me the screen cap, and then we can judge for ourselves whether or not it was sarcastic. And I'm pretty sure 100% of the.
And as I've already said, you're entitled to your opinion. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, I'm not sitting here telling you, oh, you're wrong for having your opinion. You have your opinion. Obviously, it's not going to side with me because,
this isn't really an issue of opinion, though. This isn't an opinion issue. It's whether or not you're a liar, and that's fact or fiction. There's no opinion involved.
So you're going to sit there and dictate to me whether I was being sarcastic or not. That's egotistical if you want to talk about ego.
Well, I certainly have an ego. There's no debating that, but, I'm not the guy who's trying to, get super trending reality check hashtags going when not even 100 people watch me. I think that's kind of an ego thing too, don't you think?
Not really sure how that's relevant to whether or not I was being sarcastic and you trying to dictate what I mean when I say something.
We're talking about ego now. I hate this pseudo-intellectualism that's on display here, and so does the chat from what I'm looking at.
They're entitled to their opinion as well.
I'll look at the chat.
And here's a funny thing that's getting brought up by somebody in the chat. An anti-Spaz video gets flagged despite the fact that there are no Spaz Phoenix fans, and we're supposed to believe that you're not behind it, and that's a very pertinent point. Because relative to every other channel ever, nobody watches your videos. So, like, who would have flagged a Spaz Phoenix video? And before you say Valina, that video didn't get flagged and is still up on our channel, albeit private. So you want to tell me that her with her 5,000 fans, or however many she has, her subs are private, so I don't know. But her with her fans would have flagged the Spaz Phoenix one, but not the one about her? Or him, whatever it is. I really don't know, honestly.
Spaz, you want to respond to that?
For somebody else's channel's fans, that's, again, something I have no control over.
I didn't say that, you fucking retard! I didn't say that you're responsible for someone else's fans. There are nobody else's fans because she didn't do anything because her video didn't get flagged. The one about you did, and you have no fans.
Sure. You're entitled to that opinion, man. Go for it.
This is why I fucking hate this cocksucker. You'll see, you're entitled to your opinion. That's all he says. He has nothing, no defense for himself. Just, well, you're entitled to your opinion. Can you just admit that you're a faggot who flags videos?
If I was, maybe, no, but I'm not, so...
Nobody...
I'm sorry that you're so, maybe agitated or triggered by this, but I didn't.
Don't talk about triggered, you flagging liberal faggot, okay? Nobody on planet Earth is going to ever consider you this great YouTube shooter, this reality check, this anything. Your legacy now is that you're a flagger. You've done this to yourself now. You're going to have to deal with the fucking homoerotic tweet along with Spaz tweets for the rest of your irrelevant time on YouTube. You're going to have to deal with all of the ridiculous trolls in the comment section telling you horrible shit. You've done this to you because you refuse to admit that you're a fucking flagger who can't take criticism. That's what this is.
So I refuse to admit a lie that you guys have made up in your own heads to make you feel better.
No, this isn't about being feel better. This is a fact, and I'm warning you.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now, but before you fucking, No, I'm not warning you on behalf of anything I'm going to do. This is our fans I'm talking about here. They have incredibly long memories because they're all like autistic and they've got these weird Rain Man brains. They're never going to stop this, and you've done it to yourself here today. That's all he's got to say, Jerry.
No, because this is hilarious. Why you're trying to be a fucking hard man over fucking YouTube and be
I'm not a hard
and
man,
shit.
bro. I weigh 130 something pounds. I'm not a hard man. You can sit on me and I would die.
Well, I'm sure that is in your fantasy. It's not exactly how I get down, so sorry again.
Well, your Twitter would say otherwise. There's lots of homoerotica on there.
Well, if you stopped going on there spamming with fake channels, maybe that wouldn't happen. But that, that is what it is.
That's not me. I don't know how to use Twitter.
Well, that's not surprising, but.
But you just said I did, so.
Are you done? Are you done crying? Because I've got better shit to do.
You don't have anything better to do. You're a fatso who makes hour-long videos about wrestling. You have nothing better to do.
And you have nothing better to do than watch it and comment on it, apparently.
I've literally never commented on any of your videos, ever.
Do you think, right? Do you think in this situation...
You did in your video, though. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think, right, that there can be an even ground? Because I'm trying to maybe essentially get, like, an even ground here where you guys can maybe say, you know what, like, it is what it is, and maybe move on from this. Like, what would it take, do you think, Righty, for to move on from this situation and stuff like that?
Well, it would require this man, I don't know if I can really call him that, this creature, to admit that he flagged the video. I wouldn't, after that, then it's just up between him and our fans, really. I just want a nice admission here.
So, Spaz, I'm going to ask you again. This will be the final time I ask you. Because, and like I said, if you didn't do it, you didn't do it. But, like what Righty was pointing out, there was a screenshot in the chat where you said that you flagged it once, okay? If you want to admit it, right, and say that you flagged it, I'm sure things will be moved on and stuff like that. Maybe, we can get into maybe other things as well. But, like, I'll just give you one last opportunity, and I'll ask the question just for the last time. Did you flag that video?
Video. B, as far as, moving on and, like, even ground or however you just phrase that, I haven't done anything to them. I'm going on with my own shit. So as far as creating an even ground, I don't think I'm doing anything to make the ground uneven. So I'm going to continue doing that. And obviously they're going to do whatever they're going to do.
So, no peace then. I tried, folks. I tried. I'm trying to be a peacemaker.
It's not your fault, Jerry. We love you.
I, fuck, I'm like dying with the flu as well. But Jesus. Is there anything else that you guys want to discuss? Like, for example, like, because a few people have asked me this question, Spaz, and I actually wanted to ask you as well. Do you
Sure.
think posting on people's timelines on Facebook, like I said, I'm not ridiculing you, I'm just asking you a question that other people have asked me. Like, you post a lot of the links, you know, what people say spam or whatever, or you might use self-promotion or whatever it might be. Do you
Right.
think that that's the right way to go about it? Do you think that maybe you could maybe like tone down on that?
Oh,
Or
I have, because there's a lot of people like yourself that said they didn't want me to do it. I said sure.
Probably
Like I
just
say, I
block
use
everybody.
your case because you were like, yeah, you know, I don't want that on my feed anymore. But like, if you want to, go throw it over here instead. Like, did sort of a redirect, right? And as I said, you come to me in a respectful manner. Why am I not going to respond in kind, right? It's only about, and do I use friggin' social media more than most people might do to promote their thing? Yeah, I'll admit that.
Not working.
Well, whatever. You're entitled to your opinion. It's all good.
That's not an opinion. That's a
But
verifiable fact.
no,
You
I've
don't get
people that have
10% of
asked
your
me to
audience.
stop doing it. I have. So, and the people that haven't, obviously, it doesn't bother them. So, it is what it is. Maybe if I was bothering people, I'd be the one that was blocked on Facebook, but I'm not. So,
I think the reason that he doesn't do it as much anymore is because he blocked everybody who told him not to, and that was 95% of the people he would do it to.
it's right.
well,
Okay.
then they have nothing to complain about anymore, do they?
Yeah, the point just flies over his head every time, folks.
You're so sad and you're so upset and agitated. I feel really bad for you.
Yeah, nobody cares what you have to say, libtard. Jerry, anything else you want to add to this hangout?
Then why are you here?
Spaz, okay. Many people, like, personally for me, right, this is how I do self-promotion. On Facebook, I'll just do one post,
Right.
tag a few people on just that one post, and post it on Facebook, and then that's it, right? Do you feel
Right.
as if you should do that rather than posting on the timelines or, like a lot of groups or stuff like that? Do you think that other method is better?
I give it a shot.
Because like I said, like, you know, it's just like a lot of people were messaging me saying I fucking can't stand this guy. He's spamming my Facebook and stuff like that. And maybe that kind of self promotion has maybe done things maybe for you, and maybe like, and I'm just giving you advice. I think maybe you should just do that system. You know, I'm not saying tag everyone. Like, even some of my videos, I don't even tag people. It's only like, if like a video, like if I've given someone a shout out or whatever, I would tag them or whatever that might be. But do you
Right.
feel as if like you should do that rather than like spamming everywhere, and it's gonna make like, because in many ways it actually turns people off in the video. You know what I mean? I have seen people that do that like, I mean, I'm tagged all the time on Twitter on several videos and stuff like that, and I don't even watch it if I'm tagged. I literally just move on and stuff like that for the most part. Do you feel as if you need to maybe tone down on that?
Possibly. But I mean, like, but once again, it's a matter of, like, you know, you got something to say to me, like a suggestion like that, and you given me suggestions in the past too. You know, you come to me like a respectful human being. I'm going to listen to what you have to say. You come at me like a fucking douchebag. Obviously, I'm going to laugh at you.
Spaz, you've been on YouTube for 6 years, and you're just figuring out now that maybe the strategy isn't working.
I'm just not sure how my strategy affects you, considering
I'm not
what
saying
one
it
of the
affects
things
me.
you're
I'm
talking about is
saying
that
that
I've
you're a
watched.
dope. It's utterly dopey. There's no other way to put it. It's dopey.
Okay. Thank you for
You
your
know what I'm
irrelevant
saying?
opinion.
It's not an irrelevant opinion because the whole basis of this video is we made an opinion piece on you and flagged it. But we're trying to prove the validity of our opinions here. You've been on YouTube 6
Okay,
years.
so where's your proof that I
same
flagged you?
cornball, awful
Other than one
strategy
sarcastic
of
comment.
self-promotion and hashtags, and you failed to generate even 50% of your viewers on average to watch your videos, let alone attract new ones. And you're just now figuring it out that might not have been the best way to go about it.
And I'm still asking, how does that affect you whatsoever? You're sitting here talking about proving your opinions. Prove your opinion that I flagged you beyond one sarcastic comment.
The utter mental
can't.
retardation that is on display here is uncanny. Holy shit.
Is that your way of saying you don't have any
Jerry,
proof?
Jerry, is
That's
this
a really
is it
funny
me?
way of saying that you don't have any proof.
Jerry, is it me? Is it just me?
I'm gonna try and be as mutual as possible for the benefit, so that you know what I mean. I'm gonna try and be as mutual as possible, but I will say this, Spaz, is that I feel as if, like, and this is me personally speaking, I feel as if, like, maybe you need to tone down on that. You know, personally for me, because like I said, it's gonna create situations like this. You know, I've seen people right on Facebook that actually blocked you, and they were like basically saying, "I'm getting spam with all this." I asked them nicely. I kept doing it, and I want to say this, like,
And the funny thing is, Jerry, though, is when they blocked me, I don't sit here and cry about it. When I block them,
Nobody
sit there, oh,
cares
he's such a
that
bad
you
guy
block
for blocking.
people. The reason that's brought up is because it's character evidence that proves that you'd be a person to flag a negative video if you're blocking people who politely ask you to not spam your awful videos on their Facebook, like myself, like Buck, like Metal Jim. I can list so many people who've said you've done this to them who weren't mean. They were polite. They just asked you to stop. But because they didn't redirect you where you could continue your marketing campaign that generates 70 views on my videos, come on, dude. You're not fooling anybody.
So are they crying as much as you are? Or is it like a sliding scale?
well, if we can, right, Spaz, just for the benefit of this hangout, can you not say, "Oh, the crying stuff"? Like, just make the actual like points and stuff like that. Because
No,
I feel as
I'm
if we're getting back off track, if you
might
know what I
not have
mean.
great
But
people blocking me, but I'm apparently a terrible, horrible person for blocking people.
No, that's
Like,
not what I said, Fatso! Sorry. I said that you're a terrible person for fucking flagging a video down, and I'm using the blocking as character evidence that would support the claim that you would flag a video that's negative about you. I've said that 15 times, and like, how long has this been? Like 20 minutes? How has that still not gotten through your gigantic fat walrus head? I don't understand why this is such a difficult concept to grasp for an adult man who's
because
almost
one's not related to the other. You can't say, oh, this guy blocks a couple of people on Facebook, therefore he's going out flagging people.
Gary, can you please end your neutrality and just say that this point he's trying to make is literally one that a Down syndrome person would try to get across?
Spaz, I like you, dude, but like the point that what Riley's essentially saying is the actual fact that you're doing this, not the fact of the blocking or unblocking. What Riley's saying is that it's not necessarily. I'm going to try and do this in the best words as possible, but it's essentially where it's not his main issue is not whether it's blocking or unblocking, or if he blocks you or you block them. It's the fact that you're posting this stuff multiply. That's what the issue is, essentially.
Okay, so he doesn't like the way I handle my shit, and he doesn't like that his opinion isn't going to change that. Sorry.
That's not what I said. Once again, it's uncanny how an individual who's almost 40 years old, or how old is this guy? Mid-30s, maybe 30. We'll say 35 years old, just to be fair. Can't understand a simple correlation between two events. I'm not trying to sway anybody's opinion. I'm not trying to say, oh, you have to value what I'm saying. I'm trying to express to you that there's a correlation between your actions. And all you can say is, well, that's your opinion, or, well, you're not going to change my opinion, or stop crying. That's all you have to add because
you're saying that because I block people on Facebook, that automatically means I flagged your video, which is retarded.
I didn't say that automatically means you flag it. I said that's character evidence that supports you would, that goes along with your admission in the Rope Show chat.
Well, that's a very shoestring argument, but
that's
go
not
ahead
a shoestring argument, Fatso. You haven't offered an argument. You've just said, well, it's your opinion. Oh.
No, I'm saying you're making an assumption, which is absolutely true.
It's not an assumption. It's stringing together evidence.
What evidence do you have? One sarcastic comment and the fact that you're crying about me blocking you on Facebook.
Am I in the fucking Twilight? Am I on Candid Camera? Is Alan Funt going to come out and tell me that I'm on Candid Camera? Or is Todd Pentagel going to tell me I'm being fucking phone scammed? Is this real? Is this really fucking real right now?
Okay, Spaz, all right. Yep. I'm going to ask you this question. Are you going to stop posting multiple links? I think that's a better question. Are you going to stop it?
Am I going to stop promoting myself on social media, period?
No, posting multiple times.
Probably not. I'll downsize it, maybe. But I'm not going to stop doing what I do because he doesn't like it.
It's not that I don't like
And
it.
if people
It's
don't
that
like what I do, don't pay attention.
failing.
Don't look. Don't watch. Whatever. Like,
Well, I can't look because you block, but and that's not the point. Don't you
then you
see?
have nothing to complain about.
I'm gonna ask this question again, and hopefully we'll get an answer other than "Oh, stop crying." Don't you see that your intrusive self promotion is failing? That nobody's watching your videos. Like, shouldn't you put two and two together and think maybe I should focus on actually being interesting instead of just shoving my videos in people's faces? Can I get a real answer to that instead of some spazzy bullshit?
No, I think I'm going to do what I want to do, and that your opinion is irrelevant.
You're going to do what you want to do. Okay, don't you want to get at least 20% of your audience to actually watch your videos? Isn't that something you'd want to do?
I'm not on here looking for a paycheck. I'm not on here because I can't pull on my big boy pants and get a real job. I'm here as a hobby. I'm here to have fun. I'm going to do what's fun for me. And if that bothers you, then don't watch. Or don't connect, or don't Facebook, or don't Twitter, or whatever. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you here.
But when people tell you to not, contact them on Facebook, then you block them. So I don't know what your end game here is.
To speak to people that are why okay, if somebody comes at me negatively that says they don't want anything to do with me, why would I maintain connection with them?
Okay, but once again, it's flying over your head. I didn't go at you negatively when I told you not to do it. Fucking Buck didn't tell you negatively when he told you not to do it. Metal Jim didn't tell you negatively when he told you not to do it. They simply said, don't do it, stop, it's annoying, and you blocked them. And then you want me to believe that you wouldn't flag a 20-minute video that was shitting on your channel? When you can't handle people politely saying don't spam your awful videos?
I never told you what to believe. In fact, I fully said what you mocked. You are entitled to believe whatever you want.
God, somebody just fucking Jesus Christ, dude. You have.
Okay. Oh, you want me to believe this? No, I don't want you to believe anything. You can believe whatever the hell you want, man. It's all good.
Did you ever attend school?
Yeah, I did.
What school?
Yeah, like I'm gonna freaking give you my personal shit over friggin' YouTube, man.
Like, did you go to college? Did you attend college?
Yes, I did.
What was your degree in?
Like I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, are you a left-leaning person politically?
Not political at all, actually, because politicians are idiots across the board. Look at Hillary and Trump.
Okay, he's a liberal. That tells me all I need to know right there. Only a liberal would say that.
Uh-huh. And that would matter if I was American, first of all, but,
No, it matters because it's the West. Western society is interconnected.
Well, we don't want to get too political here. Like we'll leave that for Buck. I know Buck's watching. At the point I seen his comment there, but what I want to say is this, Spaz, is that in the grand scheme of things, like with the points that have been made, is that there was a screenshot of you essentially saying about the flag video. You denied that, and with the constant links on people's channels and stuff like that, people are annoyed. Do you think, though, you can say to yourself, okay, maybe this is a bit too much for other people? Because, like, I know the point that you were saying, essentially, that you're having fun and it's a hobby, and I understand that, completely. But do you think, though, that the way that you're promoting yourself is getting in the way of other people? Because, like, let's just say hypothetically, right? Because this actually happened to me, where I would post a video on my timeline, and then someone would immediately tag me, and then it would be on my own timeline where, like, you would be there, and then my video's, like, way at the bottom. So do you think, though, that might get in the way of things, essentially?
Sure, and like I said, like what you said to me just now, freaking downsize it, sure. Do it on a smaller scale, sure, but am I going to stop doing it? No.
Okay. When you mean downsize, because I want to get into specifics here, when you say downsize, does you mean that you're only going to post one link on Facebook, one link on Twitter, and stuff like that? Or do you mean that you're going to be, like, because I want to get what the downsize is essentially for people that are watching this. Like, what in your opinion is downsize, essentially, compared to what you're doing?
Take a look at who I post to. Because there are people that have fully, like, I've gone to them, I've spoken to them when stuff like this has come about, and like, do you care? And they're like, no. There's groups on Facebook that I communicate with, and I'm like, do you guys care? And they're like, no. So obviously, people that have given me the permission or given me the, thumbs up, okay, go ahead, like I've got no reason to stop doing that.
Do you think, right, and because this just came to my head, do you think that you should ask permission first, right? So rather than posting their link on their page, right, do you think that you should ask that person permission before they post a link, like say, hey man, can I promote this video on your page and stuff like that? Because I feel as if maybe if you did that, then people say no, then that will give you a better assumption not to do it. And then if they say yes, then you go ahead.
Absolutely.
You know, do you think as if you need to ask, like, because again, I know, like, because I just want to make this point here, is that do you think that you should ask people permission first rather than essentially just going ahead and doing it, essentially?
Absolutely. And the ones that I've got left that I do it to, I have.
Okay.
The ones that he has left.
I'm like literally dying here. Sorry. Yeah, I think I've got fucking, I don't know what the fuck I have, like the plague or something here.
Cancer.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like fucking dying here. Righty, is there any other points that you want to make to Spaz?
I think if I was talking to a fucking piece of granite, that would there'd be a more productive conversation than talking to this mountain of girth.
Spaz, is there any points that you want to make? Because I think I don't know, do you guys want to end the stream, or is there any other points that you guys need to make?
How about we have a spirited conversation about the history of the European Championship?
What European Championship football?
I was talking about the old defunct wrestling title.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I forgot about that. They probably should bring it back, because the fucking US fucking championship is terrible right now. But Spaz, is there anything else that you need to make?
I got nothing, man, other than thanks for having me on, Jerry. Like I've said what I wanted to say. Just like the whole thing's ridiculous for a start, but thanks for having me on. Good talking to you.
Okay. And Righty, you've basically said everything you needed to say then?
Oh, multiple times in increasingly irritated tone.
Yeah, pretty much so. Oh man, but guys, if you want to stay on this hangout before we go off air, so I can speak to you guys off air and stuff like that. So, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hey, I try to be a peacemaker. I try to make peace, but it happens, you know. Shit happens.
Jerry has the best of intentions.
I mean, war. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is, by the way, do you guys want to give your channels a shout out there before we go?
No, I don't.
No, self-promotion. It's probably been used.
The name's on the screen. Spaz Phoenix, if you want to check it out. Twitter's the same. Thanks, Jerry.
Hashtag tweet along with Spaz, everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. This is General Terry on the General Terry channel. Signing out.